different cars are at the top.
Right.
But I owned this car, so I thought it was kind of funny, and it was indeed one of the worst cars ever. AMC Gremlin.
Oh, I had the Hornet. Yeah.
Yeah,
AMC
dude,
sucks,
my
yeah.
story is about an AMC Hornet.
There you go.
AMC is the worst fucking cars of all time.
American
$200
Motor
it broke down.
Corporation.
Yeah.
American Motor Corporation. I would come back from college, and I'd come up Lakeshore Drive, and it's just a slight grade, just slightly uphill. I couldn't accelerate. I had to get enough speed to make it up to the top of the hill on Lakeshore Drive with this car. It was horrible.
Wait,
horrible.
didn't the Pinto have the exploding gas
Yes.
tanks? Did you ever get
I rode to high school for 2 years in the back of a Pinto.
And
But
you lived.
I never got blown up.
Okay, so mine was a 73 Hornet, right? If you went over 50, the doors swung open. They vibrated and swung open. You couldn't take it on the highway.
No.
I remember my old man said to me, he was selling cars at the time, right? I'm like, hey, man, I'd like.
Dad gave you this car?
Well, this is what he said. You ready? He goes, do you have $50? I'm 16 years old. I want a car, right? I mean, a car equals pussy. I mean, you know that, right?
right.
I mean, every person on the planet knows this.
Not anymore,
listen,
but in the old days.
If you're listening, no.
People don't even drive anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like if you do, I feel like if you have that car, you have pussy.
Well, I mean, I got Uber. I mean, you could take the bus.
You can't Uber fuck
There's
somebody.
a surcharge.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you start blowing your load in the back of an Uber, I'm pretty sure it's going to cost you a ton of dough. But yeah. So he said, you got $50. I said, yeah. He said, all right, come to where he's working. I gave him $50. I handed him $50. He gave me the Hornet, and he told me that you can't take it on the highway, right? So of course, I
Head
ignored
out on
that.
the highway.
Yeah, right. I completely ignored that, and yeah. If it rained, the water came in because the doors just didn't close. They were like 17-foot doors. Okay, it's a two-door car. It was a two-door car.
Yeah.
And if you went enough, and the guys, one of my buddies, I'm like, you got to put your seatbelt on. He goes, I don't wear a seatbelt. I said, listen, you got to put your seatbelt on. No. The first time we were in it, we get out on the highway, the door opens up, and he goes, oh, where's my seatbelt? Oh, my
That's
God.
good stuff. Yeah.
I can't believe AMC's are the same. Okay, so you ready? Teddy, worst vacation.
Disney World. Yeah.
Really? Come on.
I mean, seriously, yeah. I mean, good for the kid. Kids love it.
Good for the kid.
Adults,
Father of the Year.
I
Ted's Father of the
I
Year.
didn't golf. I didn't drink. I had Mexican every night, and it was like 100 degrees every day.
What did she say?
With like
No.
with 90% humidity. I'm wearing a fanny pack. There's 10,000 people.
Of course you were wearing
Yeah,
a
of course,
fanny
yeah.
pack.
I had to, yeah, and with all the tickets, and I'm just like,
Where are you going to keep your chocolate bunny full
when
of
is this
liquor?
It would melt. That's the thing that freaks me out, right? I mean, yeah. Johnny is miming like mouth fucking a bunny.
and it's just like it's just like the sun is on you all day long. I mean, it's just so the pool water is like room temperature water. It's like the heat is oppressive. The pool water is like hot. I mean, other than just being in your hotel room.
Yeah, the heat is oppressive.
Yeah,
Ron DeSantis is oppressive.
Yeah,
I mean.
All
right, Johnny, worst vacation? You got anything?
I have one. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail because I'm still a little nervous about this one, but this is an actual true story. On vacation with the family, I will not say where this took place for legal reasons, but at a winery that happened to have a jewelry store in the winery.
Wait a minute. You can't say where this took place.
No, I can. I don't want to.
I feel like no one is going to appreciate this story unless you say where.
Probably Michigan.
Not in this country.
Not in this country.
Oh, really?
Different country, at a winery, jewelry store in the winery, sitting there on the patio where the first one's there on a Sunday, just a beautiful day, and 6 guys in balaclavas and AK-47s and R5 come running up the stairs and go disappear into the room, and we're all just like, is there a show on or something? Like, what's happening?
Is this the Blue Band Group?
Yeah. Yeah, no, and then they proceeded to rob the jewelry store. Guns going off, glass smashed, phones and wallets taken, people tied up, and
this is real. Yeah, this is real. Yeah. Johnny, you escaped. Hold on.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
You and your family literally climbed over a wall to escape.
One of us did.
Johnny's like, I'm free.
Did you end up getting zip tied? Did you get
Those
zip tied?
bitches have so much jewelry.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
All right, so mine doesn't match that because it's Wisconsin. This is Wisconsin, right?
Right.
So we're on a family vacation. We're driving to Wisconsin. I get a speeding ticket on the way there. Okay, I get a speeding ticket on the way back, and while we're there, I get poison ivy.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, it is Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin, yeah, which is like another country, by the way. So,
You know what? I always feel like Wisconsin is like another country.
But
right?
I mean, here's the thing, though. Nowadays, right? You hear these stories, and you're like, yeah, God, thank God, whatever. But look about all the people who are in Vegas when the guy opens up from Mandalay Bay. You know what I mean?
Okay, I mean that's really the worst vacation.
That's what I'm
Thanks, Johnny. Wow, wow, shitbag Johnny today. Thank you.
I'm all against the automatic weapons.
All right.
I don't like automatic weapons.
What is you guys have a worst place you've ever worked? Just a terrible place you've ever worked? Never? Okay, so right now, Teddy, you do.
yeah. So I mean, so when I got out of the military, so I worked some temp jobs after the military. I lived in Colorado and Wyoming for a while, and so just working a temp job.
Okay.
So I got a job through the temp service at like some factory, and the place wasn't it's just like it's just mindless work. You're just doing quality control. You're just some plastic widget. You're just looking at it. And it wasn't the job itself. It was just the coworkers I had were, I think there were some college students who were real uppity. And, I mean, they just thought they just knew stuff. And,
You might be the first white person that ever called another white person up.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, so I had to put them in their place and they couldn't. And the funny thing was, like, when you put an uppity person in their place, their mind cannot process
They're
that.
still
like,
uppity.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you tried to get them down to the,
Yeah,
but they were uppity. Oh my God!
Diggity, down diggity.
So the best story I have I have a good story from that. So I met a Mexican guy. He was like super cool. He's one of those guys. He's been there for like 18 years. At this factory. That was his whole life. I think this guy smoked pot every day before pot was legal. We went bowling.
Oh, so he was a criminal.
Yeah, no, he was cool. He was cool. he loved to bowl. He wasn't very good at it.
Oh my God!
We went bowling. I think I shot a 280 game. And he shot a 150 game, and dude, it's like he just saw like aliens coming from the sky. He was like, oh my God, I just got lucky. I think I
is this your penis award story?
this is my penis award story.
Somehow he worked in the fact that he bowled a 280.
Yeah, so I think I threw the ball with two.
What's your high?
I think I threw the ball with
What's
two
your
hands.
high?
300.
Oh, you did 300.
Yeah,
Teddy,
long ago. Yeah, long ago.
You bowled a 300 righty and lefty, right?
Yes, yeah. I shot a 290 left-handed, 300 right-handed. Yes,
Yeah.
long time ago.
I know.
Your 300 is righty.
Yes. Yeah,
Teddy throws lefty.
I'm a natural right-handed person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but that was years ago. So,
Okay,
yeah, so.
Johnny.
Real quick, not as exciting as that one, but this was like between like in school, like a side job. I get a job ringing the bell for Salvation Army.
Oh, I like it.
You mean like at Christmas?
Like a Christmas.
The bell ringer, I like that.
Just on weekends or whatever, on evenings.
Did you have to dress like Santa?
Nope. Didn't have to dress up. Just ringing the bell. Basically, the way it works is y'all show up at the central location, and then they drive you out to different locations and give you your bucket and your bell. So I come there, whatever. They drive me out. It's 34 degrees, and it's pouring rain, and I'm standing in front of a Jewel or something like that, and I'm ringing this bell. Ringing the bell, freezing, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can do this, And I literally called the guy, and I'm like, yeah, you need to come get me. And I'm like, I'm really sorry, but I'm like there for like, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm like, I can't do this.
Dude, you were supposed to be helping people.
For 4 hours. I can't stand there in the freezing cold ringing a bell. I'm like, I don't even think they should.
So there's no way you just thought to leave all your shit, go into the Jewel, get a whole thing of fucking ding-dongs, and just sit in the back of a Jewel and eat ding-dongs?
I think I've explained this already. I thrive on responsibility. I was hall monitor in third grade. So I'm not going to leave my post.
Oh, that was you?
That's me. I'm not leaving my post.
Oh, so listen, I'll tell you.
That's why I couldn't use the bathroom.
I will tell you a funny hall monitor story. And listen, my buddy Stan he's gonna listen to this on Monday on the way to work, and he's gonna laugh his fucking ass off because we used to be hall monitors, and when we were in high school, we ended up cutting class and sitting in a hall monitor place. We were not hall monitors, right? And somebody thought we were hall monitors. And so we would sit there, and everybody would walk by, all the chicks that would walk by, we would say this: how many beers would it take for you to fuck that chick? Okay? So it was hilarious. So a girl would come by and she'd be
not for the chicks. But
well, no, they did not know. Listen to me. We did not
I know.
let them know, right? So a girl walked by and she'd be, like 3 beers, like 4 beers. And then this is great. Stan's going to laugh his ass off. No one else will laugh, but Stan's going to laugh his ass off. The hottest girl in the fucking school walks by. And I look at these guys, and at this point, it's not just 2 hall monitors, which is supposed to be. It's like 7 guys just fucking around and being dickheads, right? And I go like this, I go, case of beer, right? And my buddy goes, what the fuck? A case of beer? I go, yeah, it would take a case of beer for her to fuck me. All right, so my real worst job, McDonald's. I think I worked there for like 3 weeks, okay? I stunk like McDonald's the entire time, and I absolutely fucking hated it.
Yeah.
It was the worst, okay?
Grease.
So I know none of us have lived. Teddy, you kind of lived in another place, another state for a while.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But we'll pass that up. Okay, so I was thinking this. What is the worst place, like physical place that you have ever lived? Do you have a shitty, terrible place that you have ever lived?
Skokie. No, I'm just kidding.
Here right now.
What? That's terrible.
Just kidding.
I'll give you the worst place to live right now in America. It's a place called Mendota, California. Now, check this out. 50% poverty rate. It's in the top 25% in violent crimes. It has one of the lowest education rates and a 15% unemployment rate. Okay? That is the worst place to live in America.
See, I would actually think it was somewhere like, I mean, no offense to the East Coast, but I mean, just so I'm sure there's places equivalent to that, but you have the shitty weather on top of it, which makes it even makes it more miserable. Just something like somewhere.
But if you can turn on your heat in your house, you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, so worst place you've ever eaten. Got anything?
Yeah, I do have. Go ahead, you guys.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
Teddy.
Teddy.
So,
Olive Garden.
I like Olive. So I actually wrote this down. So years ago,
at the bar.
This is funny thing. This is the most right thing. So I was
booths.
I was at a Fritz's Big Boy. Remember Big Boy? Big Boy with the big boy.
Yeah. Is this?
They were mostly on the south, right?
Okay.
In Michigan,
The guy
ago,
would hold up a hamburger.
Yeah. It's like the chubby kid holding up the burger or something.
So it's a fat guy holding up a burger.
It was a kid. Yeah.
Okay. Everything's that sounds racist, sexist. That sounds everything.
It was called Fritz's Big Boy. It was a breakfast buffet. So all the server had to do was just give us drinks like coffee, water, and and that's it. And then I think so. You know how like in a restaurant, like you're in a certain section, and there's like another section next to it, and so the waitress in the other section, she was like super attentive, but she wasn't an art. We were just like we were within like 3 inches of her section, but we weren't in her section, so we were on the pay no mind list. So we never got any attention from her because we were in her section, and our server never saw her at all. In fact, I had to go to the kitchen. I actually opened the door to the kitchen to beg somebody for a cup so I can get some water or coffee. And then, yeah. So I mean, it was the buffet. It was just for drinks, so we could feed ourselves. So the funny thing at the very end, how you go up to pay for your food, and I think the lady who's oblivious to everything, she goes, oh, how was everything? I said the food was good, but your server, she was persona non grata, and I think she must have been hungover. I mean,
she doesn't know what that means.
She just fucking. I mean, she was not existing.
Ted, you just said persona non grata in a Big Boy.
She wasn't thankful.
Yeah. We saw her one time. I think she might have done heroin the night before. Yeah, she was non-present. Yeah, she was. Yeah, it was actually pretty funny actually when you think about it. So,
Johnny, worst. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Dinner last night.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. Here's the Hanky Misery Index. Okay, does the worst country to live in. Okay, and you guys have to guess this one because this is tough. Okay, the worst country to live in. They've won 6 straight years. This country has won 6 straight years, okay? The inflation rate is over 3,000%. The unemployment rate is over 50%. What country?
Brazil.
South Sudan.
DRC.
Venezuela.
Ooh. I was close.
Venezuela.
So close.
Listen to me.
Am I close?
The second most miserable country is Zimbabwe. And Venezuela is 7 times more miserable than Venezuela.
This is going to show my ignorance, but I think that's where they have all the kids that are just like on the streets, and it's.
I thought that was like Rio de Janeiro, where the kids are.
That's why I said Brazil, but I think Venezuela.
Yeah, but it's bad too.
But Duran Duran did that song, man. Her name is
Rio.
Okay.